The shooting dead of 19 children and 2 teachers in Uvalde, Texas, brings with it the kind of negative publicity for gun makers that could destroy any other type of industry. But in the days following the attack, shares in publicly listed firearm and ammunition companies went up, driven by gun enthusiasts.
What happens is whenever there is a tragedy like we had last week, they start to get nervous about the Second Amendment right, that there's going to be legislation that is somehow going to limit people's ability to buy guns. And that's when the demand goes up.
A week after the Texas shooting, the stock price of Smith & Wesson was up by more than 12%, while Sturm Ruger saw its share price increase by more than 6.6%. Similar bumps were seen after the Sandy Hook massacre in 2012 and the 2015 San Bernardino shooting. But analysts say the rallies tend to be short-lived.
For the most part, this just moves up intended gun purchases that would have probably been more spread out over time. And so the stock prices of gun makers typically adjust back downward after a fairly short period of time.
Experts also say market reaction can be influenced by who's in the White House. Share prices for Sturm Ruger and other gun and ammunition makers fell after an attack on a mall in El Paso in 2019, which took place during the Republican administration of Donald Trump. Analysts say gun stocks typically do better when there's a Democrat in charge because of the fear of additional restrictions on firearms. But mass casualty events also prompt some investors to take their money out of gun shares, with many people unaware they have money in the arms industry via investment funds.
One of the things that surprises people is that there's a lot hidden in their retirement plans, in their 401k and 403b plans. An example is the 2 teachers who were shot in Texas. Both had their retirement savings in a 403b plan that held 7 gun manufacturers and 5 ammunition retailers.
Analysts say gun and ammunition manufacturers are small cap stocks, small companies with a market value of under $2 billion. And so while they do appear in virtually all index funds that involve small cap stocks, their size means most people's exposure to such shares will be minimal. Sarah Walton, CGTN, New York.